Hello everyone, welcome to AMSCA Academy. Now we will be learning about Human Development Index. Initially, it was only the per capita income which has been taken into consideration. But now, looking at various other factors like literacy, healthcare, we have decided along with per capita income, there has come an index called Human Development Index. So that will help you to understand more. So let us quickly learn about Human Development Index. Human Development Index. The Human Development Index is an index which is prepared by United Nations Development Program UNDP. So this is an annual report what we get every year. Annual report in the sense every year we get this report. Who prepares this report? United Nations Development Program. What is this report called? Human Development Index. So the Human Development Report is published every year, and the major parameters, what are the criteria that are used to study in this Human Development Index report? That is the longevity of life. What is the life expectancy of every person in the country? What are the levels of the literacy in the country? What are the per capita incomes are there in that country? And basing on that, they rank the country. So, not only the economic growth, they also take into consideration the healthcare, the facilities, and also the longevity, literacy rate. Basing on all these things, they study the country's development and then they rank them accordingly in a very highly developed countries, high developed countries, medium developed countries, and low developed countries. So, Human Development Index is a report or a study which is made by United Nations Development Program through its annual Human Development Report it publishes every year. So what are the factors that they take into consideration here are the literacy levels, the longevity of life or life expectancy, and they also take per capita income. They also take the several other factors related to health apart from economy, and then they measure the country's development. They classify the countries into four major groups like very high developed countries, high developed countries, medium developed countries, and low developed countries. They classify the countries into four categories. Human Development Index also takes the consideration of infant mortality rate. Number of children that die before the age of 1 year as proportion to 1000 lives birth in a particular year is called infant mortality rate. Means the just born babies deaths. That is the first factor which is taken into consideration for the Human Development Report. The next is literacy rates. What are the literacy rates? It measures the proportion of literacy rate or the literate people living in the country who are 7 years and above. 7 years and above who are able to read and write are considered as literates. No formal education here. Those who know to read and write are considered as literates, and it measures the proportion of literate population in the country. That is the literacy rate. The third aspect is net attendance ratio. In the total number of children of the age 6 to 10 years, how many people are attending the schools, and the number of children are in the same group. So what percentage of the total population aged from 6 to 10 years are attending the school? Those percentages will be studied, and then we move on to the body mass index. One way to find out if adults are undernourished is to calculate body mass index. What is body mass index? We calculate the body weight by their height. Then you get the body mass index. If you know this one, why do we do this body mass index test? The body mass index is calculated to know whether you are undernourished or well nourished. So divide the weight of a person by the square of the height. By the square of the height in meters, then we get the number. In this figure is less than 18.5%, then the person would be considered undernourished. If this BMI is more than 25, then a person is overweight. So we also come to know not only undernourished, overweight people also we can know when the BMI is taken. How is the BMI taken? The BMI is taken by calculating or dividing the weight of a person by the square of the height. If my height is 6 feet, then my body weight is 80 kgs. So 80 by 6 square, if you divide, you get the body mass index. So the body mass index is the criteria which gives us the number to know whether it is you are undernourished, overnourished, or well nourished. If you are undernourished means if you get the number 18.5 or less than that, then you are undernourished. If you are getting 25 and above, you are overweight. So it has to be between 18.5 to 25, then you are well nourished individual. That's how we come to know about the body mass index, and through body mass index we can categorize whether you are undernourished or overweight or well nourished. So the Human Development Index studies the factors like infant mortality rate, literacy rate, net attendance ratio, body mass index before it gives a report about the country's development annually. Income and other criteria which are taken into consideration. So when we think of a nation, of a country or a region, besides the average income, which is the per capita income, public facilities are equally significant attributes which are taken into consideration. So public facilities, these are the services provided by the government to its citizens. Some of the important public facilities what we take into consideration include the infrastructure, the roads, the sanitation facilities, the public transport, healthcare, water, etc. are few of the important public facilities which are taken into consideration when we study about a particular country or a nation. Sustainability of development. Now, sustainability of development is defined as development that meets the needs of the present and also without compromising the ability of future generations. The meaning sustainable is that we need to have a balanced development, that we meet the present century or the present generation needs without compromising the ability of future generations. That is the meaning of sustainable or sustainability. So scientists have been warning us that the present type and levels of development are not sustainable, are not suitable, because the future generations will naturally get deprived of certain natural benefits what we are getting today. If we don't use the water properly today, the future generations will not have sufficient amount of water for their survival. So we need to consider this one carefully. Some of the examples are the overuse of groundwater. When we are using the groundwater beyond the limit, which means you are creating scarcity of water for the future generations, and exhaustion of natural resources. When we continuously cut the trees, over usage of water, we are actually taking away all the resources which are given for us naturally, and we are creating a moment where the future generations will not have anything left out for them to use. So we need to carefully use all the resources meeting the requirements for us, and also should not compromise for the ability of future generations. That has to be kept in our minds, and sustainability is the utmost need of the present scenario. So in this video We learned about the factors which are taken into consideration for the human development or index categorization, and then what is the need for sustainable development. We learned in detail about the sustainable development, and in this chapter we learned how development is different for different people. Different people have different goals, so we need to think all those aspects. Earning only money is not the criteria for many people. For some people, participating at the national level or representing the nation at the international events could be their goals and what they want to achieve. And there is the Human Development Index, which has replaced the per capita income comparison between the countries only through economic terms. Now, the UN studies various factors, not only the economic factors. Besides the economic factors, it also takes into consideration the other factors, and then it gives its report annually known as Human Development Report, and categorizes the countries into four different categories like highly developed, developing, advanced, and less developed countries are the different development countries categorizations which we can see in the UN Development Report. And apart from this, they also consider the public facilities which are offered to the public in these countries, and then they give the ranking for these nations. And last but not the least, we all need to remember that we need to look at the sustainable developmental aspects, because we naturally got all the resources what we are enjoying today, but we should preserve them carefully for the next generation, which we are not doing in many aspects. Why? Because we are trying to use all the resources which we got for only ourselves. We are digging the underground bore wells and squeezing the water from the inner layers of the earth. At the same time, we need to preserve water for the next generation. Natural resources, petroleum resources, forests, everything are being used without any control. So there should be a control, and there should always be a sustainability approach towards the natural resources. As we got the natural resources, similarly, the next generations also should get the natural share of the natural resource. That's all we have in this video. Stay tuned. Thank you.